Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Hi. Let me get this right. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, Tam C. Hey, Tiffany, and everyone joining. Let's get into our show because, baby, I gotta go. Okay. Yes. So everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, Janet Driscoll, good morning. Shirley Terry, I see you. Brown Eyes, good morning. Audra Williams, good morning. I see you. Faith Williams is here. Felicia BW is here. Simple Mom Family TV is here. Good morning. Good morning, and good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Of course, politics is always first, okay? Then we're going to get into the mess. We only have one political topic. I want to give you guys an update on what's going on with the war. Y'all know we talk about that over here as well. So let's get into it. Happy Tuesday to everyone coming in. Hopefully you guys got your coffee and or tea and you're getting where you need to be. All right, let's get into it. Fox News correspondent Trey Ying says that President Trump, y'all president, not mine, directly told him that if Iran does not reach a deal by Tuesday, which is today, you guys, said that you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country and the U.S. will take over the oil. So he's not backing down, which has caused Iran to also heighten their missile sending to the U.S. They've already threatened Americans in terms of saying that we're not safe anywhere, not even in our own homes. So with Trump going over there to their country, trying to take their oil, trying to debo his way into their country and take over their oil, of course they're going to put up a fight. So that puts everyone's lives in danger. Of course, you know, they're sending our young men and young women over there to fight us, and a lot of them are coming back in caskets and body bags into a war that we didn't even ask for, that did not need to happen. But let's get into what they had to say. Trump warns Iran has 48 hours to make a deal, or he's considering blowing everything up and taking over their oil. Let's get into this correspondent news. Let's go. Shout out to It's on Site.
Trump for 15 minutes. He gave me some new details on the negotiations behind the scenes with the Iranians and what's going to happen if Iran does not make a good faith deal. The president tells me if they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking over the oil. The president went on to say you're going to see bridges and power plants dropping all over their country. Now, I asked him about the possibility of an agreement with the Iranians. He says those who are negotiating on behalf of Iran have been granted amnesty at this time so they can continue the talks. And the president tells me he thinks he'll be able to get a deal by tomorrow. He says, I think there's a good chance tomorrow. They're negotiating now. I just spoke with President Trump for 15 minutes. He gave me some new details on the negotiations.
So y'all heard it right here. They're not giving Iran any more time. Trump has made it known that if they do not cooperate within his 48-hour span or time, he's going over and blowing shit up and just taking over like Debo. So we're going to see what happens. If that happens, of course, it's going to make shit worse. But all we can do is pray about it, right? All we can do is pray about it. Lord God, please, midterm elections, hurry up and get here so his motherfucking ass can get out of office. All right, let's get into the most viral topic that's going on social media right now with none other than Offset, as you guys may know. I saw it last night. I was not going to go live again about it last night. I said I will wait until today. It's all over our social medias about Offset being hospitalized after an alleged pow-powing incident at a casino in Miami. He stays in the casino. That's why his ass is broke now. But let's get into it. I found a news portion. We're going to look at that and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show some supporting clips that I pulled and found as well. And let's get into it. Okay, shout out to Witty Apparatus.
Hollywood. TMZ is reporting that rapper Offset was shot at the casino.
And let's get right up down to Local 10's Bridget Matter live near the Hard Rock with what we know so far tonight. Bridget.
Calvin, Nicole, the information is pretty limited at this point, but from Seminole Police Department, they tell us just after 7 o'clock outside of the Seminole Hard Rock in the Valet area, there was some sort of altercation, and that is where that shooting happened. Offset, he was taken to a nearby hospital, to Memorial Hospital, and he is in stable condition. Of course, this is all under investigation. We are working to get more information on this. There were also 2 people that were taken into custody as this investigation continues. We are told that there's no threat to the public at this point, and that operations continue as normal here on the property for the casino and hotel area. Of course, we're going to be following up with Seminole Police, as well as trying to get in touch with reps for Offset to get more information on who he was with and what exactly led up to this. For now, we're live Hollywood. TMZ is reporting that rapper Offset.
Okay. So Offset has reportedly been pow-powed outside of a Seminole Hard Rock hotel and casino in South Florida following an altercation. According to multiple reports, the incident happened around the Valley area Monday evening. Offset was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and is currently in stable condition. I hear he was pow-powed in the leg. Okay, so police say that the situation was quickly contained. 2 individuals have been detained, and there is no ongoing threat to the public at this time. No official details about what led to the pow-powing or who was responsible have been confirmed. They do have the person that's responsible. Let's go ahead and get into all of that. Angela Stanton claims she was there in the actual hotel and saw said situation go down. So shout out to Tasha K for posting that. We're going to give her credit. Let's go ahead and get into Angela Stanton. Says that she was with Offset at the Hard Rock moments before he was pow-pow. Let's get into that.
Okay, so here's the deal. So I'm walking up to the Hard Rock Casino on the guitar side. And as I'm walking up, I see Offset sitting on the ledge on the right, and he's sitting with another gentleman, and this gentleman has on a they had to say YPN or YTN necklace or something like that. Offset was in his phone. He was looking in his phone. I spoke to him. He looked up, he spoke to me, and then he went right back into his phone, and I walked into the building. Now, this is what I want to say. First of all, those phones are a major distraction. And when you somebody on a level of Offset, like, you can't be outside in public and have your face down on your phone, because if you're not up looking, watching what's coming or who's coming, you don't know what's going on. So first of all, we need to make sure we paying attention. And second of all, you can't be out here with no security, bro. You can't.
You want another?
All of that. I always say that when you're out and about, you're supposed to be paying attention anyway. So Angela Stanton says she saw him moments before he was actually pow-pow. So little TJ is the person that's alleged to have been the person who pow-powed him. Let's go ahead and get into what his attorney has to say, because he was apprehended. So rapper Little TJ's longtime lawyer, Don, Florio, reveals that Little TJ was never pow-powed and was not charged for any involvement in the pow-powing of Migos rapper Offset in Florida outside of a casino. So it says April the 7th, which is today, for immediate release. So she's releasing a statement saying, official statement regarding Little Tay, says we are issuing this release in regards of false rumors that Little TJ was involved in a pow-powing which occurred at the Valley area of the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood, which resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to Offset, formerly a member of the Migos. Little TJ has not been pow-powed, nor has Little TJ been charged with any shootings. It says that any reporting to the contrary is false. We encourage people to consult trusted news sources and to verify the accuracy of any reporting before reflexively or reflexively. Okay, reflexively, I guess. Sharing or repeating baseless rumors. Signed Don M. Florio, which is his attorney. Okay, so she's issued a statement saying right now he's not a person of interest, but the rumor is that he and Offset, I saw the video, I cannot play it here because you do hear pow-pows in the background, so I will not risk my platform for that type of tea, but there are sources out there where you guys can go and take a look at it. Okay, matter of fact, I'll post it in the chat for those of you that want to see it, just because I'm not gonna be playing no pow-pows on my platform. We won't be doing that, but give me a second. Also, shout out to and prayers up to Wednesday Talk. Her case today is today. Her case is today with ex-blogger True T. Okay, so she will be in court today for that situation. Let me stop sharing and I'll go ahead and post the link. So prayers up for her that everything goes the way she wants it to go. Okay. Y'all know everybody in court, y'all. Everybody in court suing and all this type of stuff. My Lord. Right? But we've all been sitting back watching what's been going on. So prayers up, child. That's all I can say. Prayers up. Prayers up. That she gets exactly what she's hoping for. Okay? That's the homie. Love her down. All right. Her case is today against True T for the TPO. For the TP, y'all know that when they talk with a TPO on blogger True T, and their case is today. Their second appearance in court is today. But that is the link, you guys, for those of you that want to go and check out the actual fight that took place at the casino. Y'all can check it out there, okay? All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Yeah, child, it's a lot going on today, child. It's a lot. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Yeah, oof. It's gonna be so crazy. Oh my God. Yeah. So let's continue on. Yeah, prayers up for the homie. All right, so shout out to Spiritual Word. They are still attacking. Yes, thanks for reminding. Yes. Prayers up for Tay. Prayers up for Tay. She's gonna be fine. Tay, she got her shit together. She's very intelligent. She can get through what she needs to. She's had quite a bit of time to get her evidence and stuff together that she needs. I feel like she's ready to do what she needs to do. Sometimes you got to go legal on a person when they don't get it. You know, when you tell them over and over and over verbally to leave me the fuck alone and refrain from this or that, and they just choose not to. Sometimes you just got to take it legally. So I respect what she's doing, and I have no qualms about it. All right. So shout out to When Tay Talk this morning. Moving right along though, shout out to Spiritual Word. The people are tearing up TLC member. They're still tearing up TLC member Chilli. And because of her MAGA views, because she lied about it. I saw another post yesterday where Chilli was saying she really hoped that people like cut it out with this trolling her and harassing her. She says, hey, I voted for Obama twice. So as soon as I vote for Trump, everyone's attacking me. Well, you did a lot of other things as well. It's your political views, okay? It's your political views and how you're moving out here. You can vote for who you want to, but when you start, I guess, co-signing certain things that you know are straight MAGA and totally against what's right, then yes, people will kind of put you in the same boxes they've now put Nicki Minaj. But let's go ahead and get into this. It says, thank you to each of, this is what TLC is saying, because you guys know that they are currently on tour. So this is their statement. They say, thank you to each of you all. Let me go back. Thank you to each of you for all of your enthusiasm for the upcoming It's Iconic tour. Says that we are working hard to put together a great show for you and can't wait to be on the road again. Now, any songs you're hoping to see on the set list, okay? So they're asking fans, what songs are you guys hoping for us to perform? What set lists are you guys hoping to put together for us to perform on this tour? So they're trying to focus on the tour. People are not ready to move on. Let's get into some of the comments that a lot of people were putting out. Some of this shit is funny. They are not feeling it. Chilli, you fucked up the tour. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You have fucked up the tour for everyone. Okay, you have. Salt and Pepper is also on this tour as well. So I don't know how ticket sales are going to be because people ain't feeling Chilli. Unfortunately, she is a part of the group TLC. And yeah. So this person says this is the playlist. They're on Twitter roasting the shit out of Chilli. So this is the playlist this person put up. Said Creep to Mar-a-Lago. Ain't too proud to dead. Ain't too proud to dead. Ain't too proud to detonate or donate rather. Ain't too proud to donate. I'm sorry. Red Cap Special. Y'all know what the red cap is, right? MAGA. Blue Hat to the back. It said that what about your vote? So those are songs they said. So y'all know they kind of switched up TLC songs. Damn, Chilli. Okay. So the next person by the name of Dre on Twitter says that don't go chasing white supremacists. Y'all know it's don't go chasing waterfalls, right? Ain't too proud to vote against myself. Creep, yeah, I support him. Red Hat Special, digging on Mayo. What about your friends? Are they legals or should we call ICE? Damn. Said no scrubs, his name off the Epstein list. Damn, they are going in, right? They ain't feeling you, Chilli. This person here says we want T-Boz to perform everything solo, meaning they don't even want to see Chilli's ass on stage at all. Damn. So this person says, love you, T-Boz, but yeah, no, okay. No. feeling it. The people are still speaking out about how they feel. They like, we don't give a hot damn about no playlist for TLC. Like, we don't want to see Chilli's ass up there. And they vocalized that. What do y'all think? That playlist is crazy, ain't it? Damn, Chilli, you done messed it up for everybody. All right, so as you guys know, Royce Reed, honey, is still speaking out and using her voice against Dwight Howard, her baby daddy, okay, for his evil ways out here in these streets. She tried to tell Amy Luciani, and her ass didn't want to listen while she was riding around with 40 kilos of Dwight Howard's cocaine in her car, trying to expose him, looking crazy and crying and whatnot after everybody told her not to marry his gay for pay ass, allegedly. Okay. Yeah, so they got out here with tutus on and fishnet stockings by night, and by day he want to be a basketball player. But anywho and anyway, let's get into what Royce Reese has to say today. So Royce Reese says that I told you so after being called a liar. So a lot of people didn't believe Royce because, like, they were like, who the fuck is Royce? You know, a lot of times when a person got more money and more clout, they tend to lean towards or believe that person more over the person who's really just telling the truth that doesn't really have that much clout or notoriety. So let's go ahead and get into this next topic. Shout out to Royce. Let's go.
I told you so. As petty as that may sound to some people and immature, I went through this for 18 plus years. And
Wow.
it was on the, you know, the shoe was on the other foot.
Everybody told me don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying.
How did you feel when you saw this?
I told you so. Like, I literally said everything that she said in her video, except I wasn't losing a husband because I never said yes. These are things that I knew already. And I had been, you know, expressing and fighting against, even when it came to custody with my child, you know, and people were out here calling me a liar, you know, calling me bitter. So now when I see it and it's just almost just in your face, I've spoken to her recently and we're good, you know, but hearing her side and
that's surprising because I know Royce was saying in her interview that and after that whole situation took place, well, not on the interview, but online, on her live rather, that Amy tried to fight her whenever she tried to tell her about Dwight and all the things that Dwight was doing and what she went through. And she was doing the whole, you know how women can be something. Oh, you just want my man. You just don't want me to be with him because you want him. She was on that and was trying to fight Royce and was bucking up on Royce. Royce was like, bitch, because y'all know Royce a fight. I mean, ask Evelyn Lozada. Y'all remember that scene where Evelyn threw that glass at her baby. And Royce with her little self jumped up with her little firecracker self and ran up over there and was ready to be ass. So I was like, okay. But so yeah, Royce is like, bitch, I tried to up and tell you and you want to fight me. So it's surprising for me to hear Royce say that they're in a good space now because they were not in a good space then. So maybe Amy's like, you know what? Maybe you were right, Royce. Maybe you didn't want this fuck nigga I ran around here capping for and using his damn toothbrush and everything else when he was out here eating ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go too far? Let's finish this.
hearing what he was saying to her about us and that co-parenting and blaming it on us and her believing it. When you're dealing with someone like that, they can absolutely make you feel like, well, is it me? Yes, I told you so. As petty as that.
You shouldn't have to tell a person more than one time about a situation, especially if you've experienced it. You're just trying to give them a heads up. But Royce was on this podcast called Point of View, where she just spilled beans on what she had been through after people called her a liar for years. And she finally spoke out on Dwight, who had her under several gag orders. Even when she was on Basketball Wives, she could not speak on him. He was continuously behind the scenes suing her and filing all types of orders against her. So she really couldn't tell her story. So after all of that, after that order kind of was lifted, she began to talk, and she's been talking. She's continued to talk. So I really hope she continues to tell her story, because nothing is more healing and spiritually lifting as when you can tell your story and what you've been through, because you never know who you're going to help, right? I tell that to people all the time. Always tell your story. Always tell your story, because you never know who could be dealing with the same thing that you're dealing, and they just might need that confirmation, like, oh my God, if she went through it, I can get through it too, you know. And sometimes it could be a bonding moment for somebody that you don't even know. You could be pretty much like they say a witness or a stepping stone for someone who is kind of stuck in a situation and don't know how to get through it. But if you've been through it and they see that you survived and you came out with no battle wounds, baby, it's a great thing to just share your story and talk about it, whether it's if you were R-worded. There's so many situations and instances that you can speak up on and help another person. If you've been in a DV type situation, if you were R-worded at some point in time, if you know, whatever the case may be, whatever, if you lost your job, I don't know, shit. It's just several instances and situations, but talking about it, and a lot of times people don't want to because they don't want to be vulnerable, because sometimes people will use it against you and throw it in your face. But a lot of times when you be vulnerable, you'll be surprised how much weight can be lifted when you become transparent, right? So shout out to Royce for her transparency, honey. I love it. All right, but don't tell too much to some people, child, because they will use it against you. All right, so racism is still at an all-time high. I chose to pull this post today because some of you guys may have gone through this, and maybe this is the way to expose people who are still using racism in order to shun people from being in certain spaces that they can afford to be, right? I would not spend my money in an establishment that act like when they act like, or they show me that they don't want me there, right? Because ultimately I'm paying your salary, right? If we don't shop here, you don't have a job. That's how I see it. So when you turn your nose up at someone, when they come into your establishment or a place that you work, and you act like you don't want them there because of the color of their skin or who you think or perceive them to be, you're only cutting your own, how they say it, don't cut your own nose to slice your face, or however it goes. Yeah, so let's get into this, because a woman checks several employees at this high fashion store, at a Chanel boutique to be exact, for treating her in a very disgruntled type of way. Let's get into it. Shout out to Surge News. All right, let's go.
Question. Why were you guys so rude when I came in here? This is going on TikTok, by the way, because I'm so tired of you guys discriminating against Black people. You don't know if I'm a millionaire. You don't know who I am. When I came in here, you rolled your eyes. And you, when I said something, you rolled your eyes. And he was very polite. No, don't apologize now, because you don't know if I have $1 million in my bank account. You don't know if I have a Black American Express right now, and I could have bought the whole store. Okay, you guys need to stop discriminating against Black Americans, when if it wasn't for us, immigrants would not be here. Do you know what the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment is? Do you know what that is? No, you don't. If it was not for us, you wouldn't be here, and I'm sending this to corporate because you're very fucking rude. Thank you so much. You are very polite. You need a raise. And if any one of them are the managers, my team and I are going to make sure that you're above them. Okay? Thank you, sweetie. Question.
I would have walked up to him right in front of them and gave him $100 just because of that. Just because. I would have showed them this could have been you. I would have tipped him $100, and he didn't even do anything but be nice and be considerate to me, while these two assholes were over here being the way they. I would have walked up to him, reached into my purse, and given him $100 right in front of them, just to show them, bitch, this is what you don't get when you treat people in the way that you were treating me. Because it's kind of almost like the movie Pretty Woman. If y'all remember the movie Pretty Woman, where she came in with her street clothes on, with her little, short skirt and the boots on, where she was looking like a streetwalker, and they didn't want to help her because of what she looked like, not even knowing what she had in her pocket. She had more money to buy the entire store. She had connections. The person she was connected to, she could have bought the whole entire fucking store and owned it. But because of how she looked, they perceived her to be a certain type of person. And a lot of times people will discriminate against you and treat you in certain ways because they don't know what you're sitting on. But I'm glad she spent a block on them and exposed them. They're probably fired, which they should be, because you should not treat anybody any type of way because of how they look or the color of their skin. So shout out to this woman for speaking out and exposing this Chanel boutique inside Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm not sure what state this is, but it doesn't matter because she exposed their asses, and it's gone viral. It's definitely gone viral. I've seen it on several different publications as well. So shout out to her for doing that. Sometimes you got to expose a bitch to let them know you cannot play with me in that way. Okay, so shout out to her. I wouldn't spend a dime in there. I wouldn't spend a dime except for giving homeboy $100 right in front of him. Let him see, bitch. You probably ain't made a fucking dime today, but he walking away with $100 to go have him a nice lunch on me because he was nice to me and respectful. Okay, respect get you a long way. All right, let's get into this next topic. Storm Monroe, who is a YouTuber, found himself in a very sticky situation. Get out of here. Found himself in a very sticky situation on his live stream when two women began arguing And child, they set it off. Okay. So of course, Dr. Umar, okay. I don't know why they call him doctor. I need to see some paperwork on that. But that says PP and Lene, I don't know who these people are, arguing over Dr. Umar on Storm Monroe's live stream. It got very messy and the two were going at it. Let's go ahead and get into that. Shout out to J Views Daily. Okay, let's go.
Damn, you made it out of this.
How long was I supposed to wait?
Told us, you told Tasha K, I'm the throat goat.
We was playing, you dizzy asshole. We were playing. We were playing. We were playing, you dizzy ass. Get some new material and bring your back up here.
We tired of you.
Get some new. I don't give a f- tired of. I don't give a f- what you tired of. And we ain't that far apart. We're not that far apart. We're not that far apart.
So it sounds it is alleged that these two girls are friends of Storm Monroe, who they struck up a conversation about Dr. Umar. Of course, they had some disagreements, and they began to go off about I don't know what the hype is about him, but they were going off about him. Y'all heard Tasha K's name get thrown in it, saying that somebody with the throat goat and some child. Who wants to be named that besides Superhead? But anywho, let's continue.
Leave him alone.
I don't get the
leave him out. Me out of my name. I didn't call you.
Because I can. Because I can. Because I can.
You want to call me a you old nasty bitch. You a funky. You a dirty bitch. Go to hell, bitch.
Yeah, right back.
When you call me a
you
call me a
I got skin in the game. What is your deal? What's your deal? What's your
Why is it my business?
What's
you
your
came
deal?
out here and told us you proudly proclaimed yourself as a throat.
It was a joke, you joke. It was a joke.
So these two are arguing about someone being a self-proclaimed throat goat. I don't know why that would be an argument for someone to be mad about. Where it's directly related to Dr. Umar. And I don't know if he was smashing one of these chicks, and because I did hear it within this argument where this person was saying, leave him alone. Maybe they were seeing each other behind the scenes, and the other one got wind of it because maybe she got smashed or something too. I don't know. But it just sounded real juicy. I was like, okay, Storm, what you done found yourself in the middle of two women on your platform going off over Dr. Umar? Like, he is so not worth it. The nigga lives in his mama's basement and he's trash, right? So I'm not sure why you would lend your platform to this type of foolishness, but hey, go off. If it gets you some views, oh well, you got one from me, so add one to the books. All right, moving along, because I don't care no more. Moving right along. Child, he must be putting it down over there. Okay, he be over there talking that singing them Negro spirituals in their ear while he's smashing it and giving back shots and shit. But let's move along. Oh no, child. You be back there hitting it from the back, talking about, I have a dream that one day white women and black women will come together as one. All right, he be on that shit. He done turned into Martin Luther King back there in the coochie. But anyway, let's get into the next topic. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Lamar Odom is still reliving his Bunny Ranch ambitions back in the day when y'all know he went out there to Bunny Ranch and got high as high can be. He was higher than Whitney and Bobby Brown all at one time, okay? And I ain't never seen nobody that high. But he was high, honey. He was higher. He was higher than the highest oak tree, Lord. He was higher than the clouds, baby. He was higher than a jet plane in the sky, Lord, okay? And his ass almost died. He was in a coma. Y'all remember all of that, right? So Lamar Odom says that he doesn't believe that Khloe's claims that his father wanted to pull the plug during his 2015 overdose to collect life insurance. Probably. He says that I just can't see him ever like doing that. Well, I mean, Khloe was the one that really saved your life after you treated her the way you did. So why wouldn't you believe what Khloe had to say, right? Now, I kind of vaguely remember when this situation kind of happened. He was in the hospital. Lamar's family was saying, like, don't bring him back because they thought he was going to be in a vegetative state and all of that. But Khloe, she was right by his side through everything. She was trying to see him through that, not wanting to be back with him, but as his wife at the time, she was trying to do the right thing. And she was like, yeah, no, keep him on life support. Do whatever you can to keep him alive. But I do remember his family not really wanting him to stay on life support because they didn't want him in that state. I mean, when a person goes from being here with it to laying, in a bed with tubes and shit running everywhere, you don't want to see your loved one that way. So I kind of feel why they said that. But my thing is this: if there's any type of hope for a person, if put them on life support and there's any type of hope or anything the doctors can do, shit, do it. Do it, okay? So let's get into it. Lamar Odom is speaking out about his 2015 overdose. He claims that it's hard to believe that his own dad would have pulled the plug to be included on his life insurance. You just never know. It says that it's definitely a tough pill to swallow. Let's get into this, and then we're going to hear what Khloe had to say. All right.
In the documentary was the moment where she revealed that your dad wanted to take you off life support.
Yeah. You know, I was knocked out and sleep at that time. But, you know, if you know Joe Odom, I don't think that's something that would ever come out of his mouth. He was my, biggest fan. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know where that got caught and mistranslated.
You feel like that's not the truth?
I mean, I just
Or you'd like to believe that's not the truth?
I mean, I just can't see him ever doing that.
And he's on you're wearing him.
Yeah, him and my mom are right here.
Yeah. When you look at that picture around your neck, and you think about all that you've been through, what goes through your mind? And do you feel now that there's a reason why you're here, searching for the reason?
Well, I think the reason why I'm here is to, help people who suffer from that brain disease of addiction.
In the documentary was the moment where she revealed that your dad wanted to take you off life support.
Yeah.
All right.
There.
So let's get into what Khloe had to say, all right? Because Khloe really loved Lamar. To be honest with you, when I watched their reality show, you could tell she really was in love with this man. And she put up with a lot. Y'all remember she talked about it in an interview where he got into this drug-induced rage and he grabbed all of her journals and threw them in the fireplace. And she just like screamed and cried and was trying to stop him. And he was just like real aggressive and pushing her back while he was throwing all her shit into the fireplace and burning it up, like favorite stuffed animals and shit like that. But most importantly, she said her journals where she actually wrote her feelings and things that she could never get back. He threw that shit in the fireplace and stood there and watched it burn and held her back so she couldn't get it out. Like, that's some crazy shit, right? And that's no telling what else she went through in that house with him being high the way that he was. But she stuck by him, and I really believe she really was in love with his ass. But let's get into what she had to say.
I was there the second you were.
So they told you.
You were there. I was there when your father said pull the plug so he can be on your life insurance.
Okay.
I was there. So was Kim. So was my mom. And then I was there when you had 6.
Pause. So right here where Khloe's saying, I was there when your own father said, pull the plug on him to be on your life insurance. Why do you have that energy towards Khloe right here? Stop her and say, my dad never said no shit like that. I don't believe my dad would have said that. Like you just said in the interview. Why you say it to Khloe? Because the only thing you said when Khloe said that was, okay. Like, okay, yeah, that's probably something that he said. Like, it sounded like you were agreeing, or maybe that's, but it's not unexpected that he would say something. That's the okay you gave. But you didn't do that like you just did in an interview saying, my dad would never do that. Like,
heart attacks, 12 strokes.
12 strokes is hard.
I also had Kobe walked in when we had to do a lung surgery on you, who helped me with that. We were there. You woke up, pulled the tubes out of your mouth. You did yourself. I was there through it all.
Still got that.
We transferred you from Vegas to Cedars. I was there through it all. I remember everything. I didn't leave you for 4 months. I got staph infection because I lived in a hospital. There.
wow.
I was there the second you were.
So they told you.
You were there. I was there when your father said pull the plug so he can be on your life insurance.
Okay.
I was there. So was Kim. So was my mom.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was there when you had.
Okay. That was your response. Okay. Like, and? But now you come I feel like this is a whole clout chase for him, right? Or maybe he's high again. I really hope not. I really hope he's getting his life together. Because, I mean, honestly, after I would have gone through something like that, I wouldn't want to see no damn drugs. I wouldn't even want a fucking cigarette after that. After having 12 strokes, like, that is amazing. God got you here for a reason. Like, honestly, who is here still on this earth besides him? I don't know anybody else that have ever had 12 strokes and still alive, walking, breathing, moving, doing whatever he wants. He can drive, when he's not drunk, because he did just have a few DUIs. He's still struggling with that. But bottom line is, for you to go through that many like heart attacks and strokes and all of that and still walking around and just doing what you need to. You're not in a wheelchair. You're not walking around with tubes in and out of your body. Like, you literally snap back to Lamar Odom. So if anything, you should be thanking Khloe. 4 months out of this woman's life where she could have been promoting her own brand and doing what she wanted to do, she sat by your bedside and made decisions as a wife to keep you here. And I feel like you're not grateful. I feel like you still not found that humbling moment within you to say, you know what? even though we had our fucked up moments, I want to say that I appreciate you, because had it not been for you, I would not be here. Never mind the fact that you left your ex who had just buried you guys' child. Let me be messy just a little bit. Lamar Odom left his ex-girlfriend who he had just had a child with, and this child passed away, their son. This motherfucker left her while she was grieving her child to go be with Khloe Kardashian for clout. And she did not find out that Lamar was with Khloe until she walked into a store and saw it on a magazine. Did y'all know that? She didn't even know he left her to be with Khloe. He told her, according to her, Liza, let me say her name. Liza is her name. Okay. Liza said in an interview, and I don't even need to pull it up because I remember verbatim. Y'all know I have the memory of a damn elephant. Okay. I don't forget shit. But she says in an interview, while she was going through a very traumatic time in her life. Y'all know how grief is, especially if you have to bury a child. Thank God I've never dealt with that. I don't ever want to. But if you've ever dealt with burying a child, and it's got to be traumatic. Like you're grieving, you're dealing with so many emotions at any given time. That's the one moment that you should have been there for her. So for someone else to sacrifice 4 months of their life to be there for you through a traumatic situation where you could have left this earth and died, it's like you still don't see it. So if you can walk away from someone who gave birth, gave life to your child, and only to lose that life, and you walk away and leave that person to grieve on their own, and a person who you left your child for to be with chooses to give 4 months of their life to sit with you and sup with you and make decisions for you to still be here when your ass could have been up there at the fucking pearly gates or in hell. You still don't get it, nigga. Nigga, you still don't get it. Nigga, you still don't get it. Nigga, you still don't get it. I gotta say it 5 different ways. Motherfucker, you don't get it. If I was Khloe, because the nigga was fucking bitches at the bunny ranch, okay? In my mindset, because baby, you loyal, and I'm loyal too. But given the circumstances, the type of bitch I am, because they said he was fucking a legion of bitches down at the bunny ranch, unprotected, most of them. We already know what happened at the bunny ranch. I would have said, get one of these bitches to come in here and take care of you and wipe your ass, bring you some water, give you some draws, sit with you, make decisions on if your ass gonna be on this tube, that tube, every other motherfucking tube. I'm at the house, promoting my brand, filming the Kardashians, getting my Rolls Royce washed, in the mall shopping. I'm gonna be everywhere else but around your ass. But she sacrificed, even though you did some fucked up stuff to her. And the only thing you can say is, yeah, I don't think she's telling the truth about my dad. Motherfucker look like he was doing drugs with you, low key. Okay, and I high key don't give a fuck about this no more. Let's move on, child. I ain't ready to yell yet. Let's get into this next topic. All right. This is elderly abuse. Okay, this is elderly abuse. Lamar Odom just do not get it, Lord. He just, oh my God. Oh my God. A person like that, you just got to be like, okay, you got to give them one of them. You got to give them that. And just skedaddle on up out of there, child. Because they will just, irritate your soul to where you just got to cuss their asses out. So, according to Neighborhood Talk, shout out to one of my mods who sent me this. So, we're going to talk about it because I told you guys, send me topics that y'all want me to talk about, and I will look at them, and then we'll put them up here if it's something that we can talk about. But this is a sad situation. A North Carolina man is calls out his neighbor for forcing an elderly man with a soiled diaper to walk down the street without pants to teach him a lesson. That's elderly abuse, like a motherfucker. Y'all need to be calling CPS or somewhere. Said you're just using him for a check. Says that I'll call the effing police, you stupid mother effer. Okay. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Like, to shame a person, no one should be outside without pants on, and definitely not a soiled diaper. You guys see it here. Let me put in my trigger for this one. Let's put up the trigger, honey. I don't agree with any type of elderly abuse on any level. I just don't like this shit, okay? Because I feel like the elderly people, they took care of your ass when they were in their right mind and able to do so. When they become old and elderly and not able to do for themselves, it's your job as their children or whoever the caretaker is to do your job to take care of them in the best capacity or best way that you can. This shit is sad. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Hey, bro, where your people at? Huh? You okay?
Okay.
You okay? Come on, let's go home. I'm gonna take you home, okay?
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can turn around and go back the way you came. Turn around and go back the way you came. Turn around and go back the way you came.
Her tone, I would not leave him with her because it gives she might be hitting him or doing some very mean things to him behind closed doors. If you're doing this in public and you're speaking to him, it sounds like he may have a bit of dementia or something like that, or Alzheimer's. It doesn't seem like he's completely in his right mind. For him to just really wander outside like that, it gives that she's probably abusing him. I'm gonna say physically, allegedly, hypothetically, and maybe. That's what it's giving. Your tone gives that you are aggressive towards this man. She could be hitting him. They might need to look for bruises. She probably not feeding him as a form of punishment. There are many ways to abuse a person, and I feel like he may be going through that under this woman's care. She needs to be locked the fuck up, and he needs to be removed from her care, maybe put into a home or given to another family member who's able to or has the time to take care of him properly. Let's continue.
Why?
What?
What do you mean? He's wet. What are you talking about?
He just is not supposed to be out here. He's going to go all the way back the way he's supposed to go.
Where is he? Hey, bro. Here?
He knows.
He knows what?
Where he's supposed to. Are you supposed to be out here? No.
Well, why would you make him go way back down there?
To teach him. It's like
To teach him what? Yeah, that's what happens when you get old.
It look like he may have Parkinson. If you guys see his hands going like this, it look like several things wrong with this man. I'm gonna say dementia. I see Parkinson's. It's a few things, right? I don't feel like this should be. You don't teach a person a lesson by degrading them. Like, this is fucking crazy, right?
No. You don't know the half things that he has. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, I do know what I'm talking about.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, I'm about to mind yours. Because I know you fucking just using him for a check, you piece of shit. You got this man doing this shit in his Pampers, or you can. I'll call the fucking police right now. I'll call the fucking police. That man in a fucking pamper wet. And you gonna make him go back down the street, you stupid motherfucker? What do you mean the way he need to walk? I'm calling the fucking police, you stupid piece of shit.
Now.
He knows.
Hey, for everybody concerned, I just want to make a video about the video I posted yesterday and what's going on. Well, I've talked to people. I talked to somebody from DSS earlier. I talked to a detective. You know what I mean? I got an email from somebody from something called FSS. I've talked to a lot of people. But at the end of the day, man, I just want him to be safe and live his last days in some sort of glory. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Some sort of comfortability, because this is ridiculous.
Completely.
And I've threatened her before because I've seen stuff before, but it not like this. You know what I mean? Even my neighbor said that she's seen her wash him off with a water hose in the backyard. So... Hey, for everybody concerned, I just want to make a video about the video I posted yesterday, and
why do I feel like my eyes are getting wet? And I don't even cry. I'm thinking about my granddad, y'all. When my granddad was here with Alzheimer's, like, I could not imagine doing nobody like this. Oh my God. And I'm not even an emotional person. Like, this shit is like seriously touching me. And I haven't even watched this video in its entirety. Like, I hurried up and put it up this morning because I knew it was going to be hot news because I saw it on other publications. But I was just like, oh my God, just watching this shit, watching how she's treating him and making him do this shit. It's like kind of touching me, y'all. Y'all gonna see Caramel cry a little bit this morning. Like, for real, my eyes are seriously welling up. I'm dead ass, right? And I don't be crying about shit. But when I'm watching this, I'm thinking about my granddad, who in his later years before he passed away, what is it now? 8 years ago, who had Alzheimer's and who did not know who the fuck I was. And let me just be transparent a little bit. And no, I'm not gonna break out crying. Okay, I'm gonna hold that shit back because I want to get through my show. I might cry after my show. But he didn't even know who I was when he was transitioning. All of us came together. All of my family came together at my grandparents' house. Okay. Yeah, y'all saw y'all tearing up too. Oh my God, this shit is touching me. And we all came together. My grandfather was laying in the bed. At this point, he was in like a hospital bed that they put into my grandmother's home. And they had him sitting up in the bed. Everybody came around. Everybody was kind of like, just around him. We just around him, just waiting until just whenever. And he didn't know who anybody was. And I just kept going in there because I love my granddad was like a dad to me. So I went in there and I sat on the side of the bed and I just started talking to him. I was rubbing his head. I was praying with him. And he looked at me. It was like a certain look that he gave me. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God. Okay. He looked at me a certain way and he smiled at me. And that kind of gave me confirmation that he kind of, because people with Alzheimer's, they kind of go in and out in terms of their mindset. It kind of made me feel like he knew who I was. And when I grabbed his hand, he squeezed my hand. So it kind of gave me confirmation. And that's all I needed. That's all I needed. And that night, he passed away. So that is something that I will continue to hold on to, like, for the rest of my life. I will never forget that. Even if I get Alzheimer's, that shit gonna be still somewhere in my mind, like in my mental Rolodex, that moment. So when I see elderly people get mistreated, it makes me so mad because I feel like they gave so much to us and took care of us while they were here. I'm sorry, y'all gonna see me cry for the first time because I love my grandfather. So me seeing this, I'm seeing my grandfather. It's like a reincarnation here for me. But this shit pisses me off that this woman, I don't know if it's her father, I don't know who this person is that she's caring for, but elderly people should not have to deal with shit like that in their later years when they're transitioning or when they're old. Just when they should be in a happy space where they're being taken care of, where they're washing somebody off with a fucking water hose. That water is freezing cold. Right? Oh my God, it made me so mad. But it gave me the confirmation that I needed, okay, to know that my grandfather was okay. And it let me know that he remembered me. So this right here is pissing me off. I don't even know why I went there. And y'all know I don't even like to share my business like that. But oh my God, that shit just really touched me. Let's move on, child, because I'm fucking up my makeup in here.
It's just a horrible situation, man. And I just pray for him, and I pray that I'm able to get him situated in a better situation.
Thank you, sir, for doing the right thing. Because a lot of people say, stay out of people's business. No, some things you make your business, and this is definitely one of them. So shout out to him. I don't know who this man is, but shout out to him for getting in this situation and reporting it to the necessary people, because there's no telling what this man went through in his home or in that home with that woman. She's fucking evil, and her ass needs to be locked the fuck up. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry. I'm getting so
But I appreciate everybody that commented and posted. Yeah, I just want to do a little update now.
Shout out to my mod for sending me. Y'all got me on my show crying. I am not playing on this shit today. But a North Carolina man is making headlines after posting a video showing what he believes is the abuse of an elderly neighbor. That shit just really made me mad. Now, in the footage, you guys can see that the man is very much so disoriented outside in the cold. So I didn't know it was cold. Wearing only a bright orange t-shirt and heavily soiled adult diaper. He probably got rashes and everything. This stupid bitch. Said while helping a man home, Pickford, the man's name is Pickford, I guess, came into contact with his presumed caretaker, who ordered him to return down the street and walk by himself. Well, as we just saw, this led to their interaction quickly escalating. As you guys know, he has since reported that. They said that now he said that he's been contacted by agencies from social services and hopes that this leads to the man being placed in a better situation. My prayers too. Hopefully they can get him relocated or better care. Thank God. They said said that let's keep our thoughts and prayers for this neighbor. Absolutely. So Jonathan Maurice Pickford is the man's name. He did give his name. That's who this is on the screen. So shout out to him. He is on Facebook. They put it up there if you guys want to go over. I guess looking up, not so much as harass him, but to maybe thank him. Okay, I'm gonna put his name up there. Shit, I usually don't like to do that. Let's drop his name in there. He is on Facebook. Go over and look him up, child, and post a message and say thank you so much for what you did for that young man, for your elderly neighbor. Okay, yeah, don't go over harassing him, put no mean messages up. Okay, don't do that shit. I ain't telling nobody to do that. But if you want to leave a message for him to thank him over on Facebook, look him up and give him a message letting him know thank you for stepping up for this young man. You probably saved his life, right? Probably saved his life. Moving on, child. Oh my God, y'all got me here crying, girl. Oh, child. All right. So let's get into, we got 2 more topics for reality TV, and then I gotta go, y'all. Girl. All right, so we don't need this trigger anymore. Child, I'm gonna touch up my makeup in here, child. Oh Lord, y'all know how I feel about family. Grandparents are like parents to me. All right, I feel the same way about my grandmother. All right, I feel the same way about my grandmother. When somebody sent me a call, y'all know my grandmother's a pastor, and somebody sent me a message telling me something about, somebody said something to my grandma in church that was disrespectful. I said, I might need to come take a trip down there and handle some things. And I don't play about my grandma. I do not play about her. Everybody know I will slam cuss somebody the fuck out. My grandmother is a mega church pastor back home. Everybody know who she is. I'm not gonna put her names on nobody harassing her, but somebody in her church said something to her that was disrespectful, and then the shit spilled over to Facebook. Okay, and people watching me, my family, they gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. But baby, when I tell you, when the message got to me, because they were like, don't tell Rhoa, because Rhoa gonna snap off when she hear this shit. I called my grandma. I said, do I need to come home? Because I can handle this. You know I can. She was like, no, it's all good. We talked about it. We prayed about it. No, don't do that. Y'all stay there. We're good. Because I was like, grandma, because you know how I feel. When folk get the disrespect, now I don't play that about my grandma. We'll snap off about grandma, right? And I felt the same way about my granddad. So shout out to anybody who still have their grandparents here. Love them, respect them, and honor them, because they ain't gonna only be here for a while. Shout out to my grandmother who just had a birthday, 90 years old. Okay, she just hit 90 and still preaching, teaching, and doing all the things that she loves to do. All right. With no, y'all crying too. With no, okay, let me go ahead and say it, because I'm praying that the Lord preserve me like he's preserved her, with no wrinkles. I promise to God. I would love to show y'all a picture of my grandma. Okay, long black and white, long salt pepper hair. Okay, because my grandmother is mixed, but she got long black and white salt pepper hair with no wrinkles, baby smooth skin. Okay, yes, God, she's a Lumbee Indian. My grandmother is beautiful and still out here preaching the word of the Lord. So shout out to my grandmother. Okay. But let's get into this. Because y'all ain't about to cry no more. Let me get off grandparents, because I ain't gonna be in here crying and I messed up my makeup. I'm gonna touch it up before I get out of here. But let's move along. Child. Be saying, Lord, preserve me, honey, like you do my grandma. Give me, and I look just like her. If y'all ever saw a picture, you'd be like, oh my God. Them jeans, honey, the jeans are jeaning. So yeah, I look exactly. I don't need to show you a picture. If you see me, you see my grandmother. Okay, I look just like my grandma. Literally, I have a whole face. I have her entire face. I told her that I don't want to be a preacher, grandma, because I like to cuss people out from time to time. I'm not gonna be a good preacher. I would not be a good preacher, because I like to cuss people out, and I still like to fight a little bit sometimes. So I pray. I might be able to pray for them, but I ain't going to be their pastor, because baby. So shout out to No Chaser. Okay. Shout out to No Chaser. Let's get into this Real Housewives of Atlanta clips. All right. Portia, Kelly, and K Michelle link up. All right. K Michelle reveals that Drew's date, Black, was in her DM saying, oh, you so fine. Now let's rewind back to last season, where Drew Sidor with her lying ass, when she was questioned on who Black was, the guy named Black, dark-skinned guy with dreads. Okay, they asked her who this guy named Black was, because y'all know she's still going through a divorce with her fuck nigga husband over there. Okay, but Drew's like, oh, he's just my friend, he ain't nobody. So now this season he's your date. So how can he go from just being your friend, nobody? He just a friend. Okay, she's on her Kelly Price bullshit. He just a friend of mine. And now this season you are parading him around in your phone saying he's your date, he's your man. That's a little sus. But let's get into this clip. Shout out again to No Chaser TV. There's Portia in her car that Simon bought her that he didn't want her to have on the show. So he about to probably go batshit crazy after this clip.
So beautiful. I got the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it stays up year round.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
Y'all serve like food in here?
Yes, a chicken salad, cucumber, and salmon slider.
Okay, we want to do all three.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Hey. How you doing, beautiful? Oh, you look gorgeous. I had to bring all this.
March, thank you. You guys said we need a jam session. We have one more topic, so we're just gonna breeze through, okay? Thank y'all so much for reminding me, though.
It's around this table.
Please hit the likes, everyone.
Okay. Hello, Thelma. Where's Louise? Hey. Yes, honey.
Hey, beauty.
How are you?
I'm good.
Mwah.
Good to see you, ladies.
Good to see you too.
Hey.
Even though Kelly and I are like oil and vinegar, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Oil and vinegar.
We were going through the exact same thing.
I
I was
was
married for 11 years. You
hold
were
on.
married for 11 months. Like, let's
Right,
not
so
compare
mine didn't
apples to peaches.
I just want to get to a better place. Let's just move forward in a different direction. Like, I really would like us to like go back into like a sisterhood. Let's do it. We could like be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to be enemies.
I do want to get to know Portia on another level, and this is a really good moment for us to like.
Better be careful what level you meet her on, because y'all know Portia likes to she likes the carpet munch and shit. She's into that now. So be careful what level you choose to meet Portia on, because I'm just saying.
Like, open up, have fun, and rebuild our relationship.
You hosted a great event.
Thank you.
It was
a
great
difficult, but you know, we made it happen. It was good.
I felt like Drew.
Wasn't that funny? Her man in the phone. How was he in the phone the whole time? That's why I can't figure out.
Because he likes the phone. We all know what men do at this point. He's in my DMs like, oh, you're so fine.
Wait.
Black.
Oh my God.
No. 12 cracks and cheese.
I will say she said he was not her man.
Okay, so he can do what he want to
She's
do.
his friend.
Speaking of the man.
Yes, speaking of the man, you. What's the tea, honey?
I literally just want to like have fun.
Yeah.
Be appreciated,
Yep.
be supported.
Rub your feet.
Rub your feet.
And up your legs.
You know, maybe tuck your toes.
Ooh. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Would you guys like any cocktails or drinks?
Okay.
What I had behind this
I seen
teapot.
this right over here.
You didn't even see my teapot.
You got tea.
The whiskey tea. It's a little stronger. A little whiskey. I just try to keep y'all the flavor.
So I'll take whatever is closest to a whiskey.
I'll be right back.
It's strong as hell.
Somebody gave me a picture of Kay at my front door with her wig off.
I couldn't get it all out.
Y'all, it's still so hilarious. I said, no, the hell she did. Now that's how you know I had a good party. She was like, I gotta go. That's a lie. She gone. I said, yeah, she gone.
Why is Kelly looking so animated this season? Like she needs to slow down on the injections or the Botox or whatever it is she's using, because her face looks distorted a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah, Simon, you see your car. Look at me starting something. Simon, you see your car that you told Portia you didn't want her to show on the show when you filed all these motions against her. So let me know, Simon, you gonna be on some bullshit or not? Because this is the car he bought Portia that he didn't want to give her the papers on so she can get them tags renewed. Okay, just let y'all know. But so look at me being messy. Moving on. Okay, this is our last topic. Or is it? Oh God. Okay, so let's show y'all this one. I'm trying to keep y'all updated on all the clips that they dropped for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Of course, it did just air this past Sunday. So any and all clips that they release, I will be showing here. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Let's get into it.
We're gonna stay in for like a minute.
A minute? Okay, wait.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hell no.
Mother, oh, say, can you say by the dawn's early light?
I'm gotta whip this thing. Child, please be careful.
Oh God, Faithful Sons are hella cute, right? They are going to be, well, probably already are, heart throbs. Okay, I remember when these kids were born on the show. Do you guys remember that? To watch them grow up and now her oldest son getting ready to drive. Like, this is just like a crazy moment, right?
Hey, 2 hands for you.
Praise the Lord. Chill. You gotta calm down. I got this.
You don't have to go around the skirt fast.
I slowed down anyway. You don't have to tell me what I'm doing. I already know what I'm doing.
Like Apollo sitting over there.
My girl Claudia Jordan. We did a movie together that's coming out.
What? You are working, girl. Get to the bag.
I have to get all the bags. These divorce invoices. So we're having a
So it's 40.
Sue, but I don't know who else I'm gonna invite. We'll see, but I definitely want you there.
Thank you. Thank you.
High school. High school is very different from kindergarten. So I need you to
Oh, that's crazy watching him drive. I swear.
really be focused.
Time really flies. Just the other day, I didn't even know what I was doing. Now I have a whole teenager that's actually driving me around town.
Phaedra, when was your due date? And it was July, but
I thought you were 5 months pregnant.
I don't know what I do.
6 months. And then I was taking him for his first day in kindergarten, and he was so nervous.
I remember that's when Phaedra was lying about how many months she was because she got knocked up before being married.
You never thought you'd keep growing up to be a big boy, not my little baby anymore.
Still gonna be your baby. Aiden has been driving since he was 12 years old. He's actually his dad's designated driver.
And now yours?
Oh, I ain't no drunk now. I don't do all that now. I ain't no drunk now. I don't do all that now. I'm a Christian lady. Nope.
A lying Christian lady too. We'll take a girl.
Not my designated driver, but I don't like to drive, so I am excited that he will be able to drive me.
You did a good job driving.
That's a good color on you, Phaedra. I like that. Keep that, okay? Keep that look. I really love that color on her, okay? That copper look. Yes, girl. Okay, give.
Where did the bus hitting us?
Yeah. I ain't no drunk now.
So Phaedra's oldest son, Aiden, is out here driving. So shout out to Aiden for out here driving now. Because we remember when he was born on the show, right? We saw him growing up and he always seemed to be real bright. Both Phaedra's sons seem to be very, very bright and doing that thing out here. But shout out to him. Oh my God, it's weird seeing him being born on the show and now seeing him driving. We literally watched these kids grow up right before our eyes. But let's move along. Handsome boys, okay? Very handsome. Moving on, this is our last and final sneak peek, okay? We're going to give y'all all the sneak peeks, honey. Let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out to OMG Reality TV, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 17, Episode 2, Sneak Peek. Let's go.
There you go. Hey, Porsche.
What's up?
Hey, girl. I'm sitting here beside Babe Bro.
You should be here, Portia.
Well, she wanted to know what's happening. She should have been here.
Here's Kelly, Portia. See how I make things work? I make things work.
Hello, Miss Williams. Oh, thank you so much. Is that really a congratulations? Because where are you? The flowers that broke all up, child. Oh my God, what happened to the flowers? Well, broken flowers from a broken person.
That's the vibe. All right, well, you go ahead, honey. You enjoy your night, okay?
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
Yes, wonderful.
Thank you. Bye.
Damn. That's how you feel? In front of us, you want to call her Portia. Say that to Portia's face. And Kelly was like, you take those flowers and shove them up your ass.
Girl, them flowers. I could care less. If you want to come and support me, no matter how that makes you feel, you would be here right now. Come, buy something. I don't want these goddamn flowers. Flowers ain't gonna pay no bills.
Girl, Portia ain't trying to fool with you, Kelly. And them damn waffles and that burnt ass chicken they say your ass be serving up over there. Portia ain't trying to be up over there finagling and being fake with your ass, okay? The damn doors ain't even open no more. So how the hell she gonna come support? But anyway, so that's the sneak peek for the next one. I don't think Kelly want to be fooling with Portia like that because Portia is a fighter, okay? Go and ask Kenya, didn't she get snatched up at the reunion and drug across the damn stage? So you probably don't want to fuck with Portia like that because she already still dealing with Simon. And baby, she might be triggered and you up and say something to her ass, and next thing you know, your ass is on the news. But thank you guys for being here today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, honey. I had my ass in here crying. I'm mad I even sat up here and cried, but Yeah, but let's get out of here. Thank you so much to my Top Flight Mods True TV podcast, Tiffany Thomas and Rose Ormstead, for doing an awesome job of modding. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank y'all for coming by and supporting as well. I almost forgot what I was gonna say. Of course, all my Caramelians, thank you guys for being in the chat as well as in the bushes. Everyone watching, even the haters, child, a view is a view, right? Because I know you're here. But thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. I will be back for midday pop-in, so please keep your notifications on. Let me tag my show, child. Please keep your notifications on. And yes, I will see you guys later. Until the next video. Okay. Did y'all have a good time? Yes. Okay. Let's get out of here. Love you guys down until the next one. Bye.